at 6 o'clock. Are we all situated and ready to go? Give me a minute. So call the meeting to order, and if everyone would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our sign-up sheet for
Public
public commentary.
Yeah. We're putting out a paper for public commentary. If anyone would like to sign up, feel free to pop up anytime. We will start off with the approval of minutes and financial ledgers, starting with our organizational meeting that was January 12th, 2026. Has everyone had a chance to review?
Yes, and I make a motion that we approve the January organizational meeting minutes.
Any discussions, corrections, Vaughn?
Nope, I understand that.
All right, I vote yes.
Sorry.
Take your time, Dave.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany? Yes.
Vaughn? Yes.
And then we've also received business meeting minutes for January 12th, because we had 2 meetings that day, and also January financials. I have not had the opportunity to review those. I just got those today, so I'd like to table those, unless anyone else has discussion or additions to that.
No, need a motion.
I move that we table the financials for January as well as the business meeting January 12th.
Second.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
I would like to go a little bit out of order today. We have a lot of guests, and I'd like to get them freed up to go to some other obligations that they have. I would like to start off with Todd Peets from the regional, you want to do Nate? Okay.
We'll start with Nate.
We're going to start off with Nate Turnhune, if I'm saying that correctly, from Western Reserve Land Conservatory.
Nate, you can go to the podium. He's on.
I don't think so, because it was so dysfunctional last time.
Thank you guys all for having me here today. Partnering with ODA and West Reserve Land Conservancy, we're coming here for a vote, resolution support from Deerfield Township to enroll Lindburg's farm in the Agricultural Easement Protection Program with LADP to be permanent protection of her farm forever. Be co-held by Western Reserve and ODA, so that property is going to remain in CUB and in farmland forever. Is the purpose of that program. And as part of that, we need township approval and county approval. So our first step here is township approval. And can answer any questions if anyone has any, or comments and that sort of thing.
Do you want to tell them a little bit about what you're doing with your farm?
Yes. So I'm second generation on the farm. My parents bought the farm in 1964, and it's been farmed since then. It's currently in production crops, soybeans and corn, and a little bit of hay. I have a few horses. That's something that my mom and dad always wanted to do and just never got around to, because there's a lot of work and time involved in getting the farm in preservation. And those Ashtabula and Trumbull County farms seem to be very popular.
It's a competition.
It's a competition to get in, and so I was really excited. I've been working with them since 2018. So this means my farm will always be a farm. And there's some restrictions on, like building restrictions, but that's okay. We knew about that before we went in. The important thing is that my farm was never lotted off, turned into God knows what. It'll always be a farm. And that farm's been a farm for a very, very long time. My parents were the 3rd family that lived there. I've got the history back to the mid-1800s. The Loomis family owned it. And if you've ever been in Ravenna, the Loomis Parkway, that was the brother, the rich attorney brother of the farmer that, the other brother of the farmer that built my place. So it's got a lot of history. So I'm excited. I've been waiting a long time, and Nate's been great. He's my third rep, but he hung in there, I hung in there, and now we're in, so.
I also have some paperwork on what the Natural Areas Land Conservancy is all about, if anyone wants to read that. And I also have the suggested resolution to do that.
Yep.
I'll open that up to discussion, conversation.
I have to abstain.
Correct.
I'll make a motion that we form a resolution to accept.
Okay. Would you like to read the resolution that they suggested, and we can turn it, would you like me to? People get sick of hearing me. So, resolution of support for Natural Areas Land Conservancy's application to the Ohio Department of Agriculture's Local Agriculture Easement Purchase Program, the LAEPP, on behalf of Brian and Laura Lindburg for the purpose of farmland preservation in Deerfield Township, Portage County. Whereas Brian and Laura Lindburg, representing a Deerfield Township and Portage County farm, desires to apply to the Clean Ohio Local Agricultural Easement Purchase Program, the LAEPP, in partnership with Natural Areas Land Conservatory to preserve approximately 159 acres of farmland in Deerfield Township, Portage County. Whereas Natural Areas Land Conservancy is a certified local sponsor for the state of Ohio's Local Agricultural Easement Purchase Program, therefore, be it resolved that the Deerfield Township Board of Trustees supports the LAEPP application submitted by Natural Areas Land Conservancy for Brian and Laura Lindburg in Deerfield Township, Portage County. I move to accept this resolution.
I move to accept this resolution.
You second.
I second.
Well, he had already made
I
the
already made
motion.
Oh,
made the
you
motion.
make the motion, then I'll second.
There you go.
Okay, now we're good, and, okay, Tiffany,
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
Abstain.
And today is 2/9/2026. You sign that? You want to sign it? You can sign it. I don't know. Can
Probably
you sign it?
Abstain.
Okay.
Yeah, they told me abstain.
Okay.
It's been a long time
You
coming,
guys want
Nate.
your own copy?
That'd be great.
If you just want to
Thank
sign
you.
it as well, I can take one of those.
Yeah.
Any other general questions about the program at all, or
Okay.
something like that?
So sign this one
It's
too?
26 we got, we got 26 for
So do they have like a limit on how many preservations they will do a year?
It comes down to funding.
Yeah.
So through
One for you,
ODA,
one for them. Okay.
we're a sponsor in 4 counties, basically Natural Areas Land Conservancy. Your local soil and water could be a sponsor. There's just one pot of money that then gets doled up about the sponsors. So we have enough money for almost all of one easement basically every year. It's just kind of how where the money's at right now. We also do donated conservation easements where there's no kind of, this is a purchased easement. You just want to preserve your farmland, there's no money exchange in that situation. But just determining where we're at with funding is, we basically have enough for one farm a year. And then get competitive as you can imagine, but we thank Laura for sticking with it for so long.
So that's 159 acres in Deerfield that will never be developed, will never be turned into anything but farmland. So I'd like to give that.
Nate, Heidi wants pictures.
Okay.
We'll be quick.
That's fine.
Sabrina, we'll get in on this. Thank you. Well, I've been waiting for like a long time. All right. There we go.
1, 2, 3, go.
Well, old business, because technically we already did it.
All right.
Okay. Western Reserve has their own Facebook thing. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming out.
All right. And we have another guest here today, Mr. Todd Peets. He's here from the Regional Planning Commission, and if you could give us some of your time, that'd be great.
First, I want to thank you guys for putting me on such last minute. Didn't know when your meetings were until I checked today, and I'm like, oh my God.
And I said, come on down.
You sure did, and thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So we're working on an Ohio Department of Agriculture grant. It's a grant for farmland preservation. And the whole idea of farmland preservation, obviously, is to preserve farmland. We have to do it in such a way that we know more about the industry so that we can develop tools and techniques to preserve that farmland. Probably the easiest one from a planning standpoint is don't run water and sewer lines down farmland because that opens it up for development. But there's other ways to do that. One of the things we want to do with this grant, I mentioned it to Tiffany on the phone, but we're doing this interactive mapping where we can actually list all the farm products that are out there throughout the county. And then you jams, jellies, syrups, honeys, farmer markets, pumpkin patches, corn mazes, anything you can think of farmland, we'll have it on this website, so you can just click on it and it'll show you everywhere in the county who provides this. So at the same time we're learning about the industry, we want the public to know about the industry as well, and so that we can buy fresh, buy local. So it's a win-win in that standpoint. It's a win for us to do this. And oh, by the way, because we don't have a current farmland preservation plan, you lose 10 points on those LAEP.
But you won anyway.
But she got it anyway, but she had to wait how long?
Since, I think I met with them first in February of 2018. Yes, February of 18.
So having that plan is an extra 10 points.
So we can help more people in Portage County.
Absolutely. And the other part of it, one reason why I'm coming to you is the grant is very specific that we need to work with townships that don't have zoning, which is you guys.
That's us.
So I'm looking for a letter of support for us to apply for this grant, and that we'll be working together. At some point, we'll be reviewing it together, probably have a community meeting somewhere in this area to talk about it. So I'm just asking for your support, and I'll look at my signing the letter, and that's all the time I need. Now, I'm not here for any questions you may have, but...
So very quickly, I'll just read this and we can make a motion if we so choose. Dear Mr. Peets, Deerfield Township is pleased to support the Portage County Regional Planning Commission's 2026 Farmland Preservation Grant proposal to update Portage County's Farmland Preservation Plan. We understand the importance of farmland preservation and actively support the efforts to update the Farmland Preservation Plan. Our township doesn't follow zoning regulations, making us vulnerable to farmland loss. Therefore, we are committed to protecting our community's farmland and ensuring its future. This grant could potentially provide Portage County farmers with the opportunity to apply for and to secure a farmland preservation easement, as Laura just did. It could also assist Portage County Regional Planning and other agencies in gaining a deeper understanding of the local industry's needs and how long-range planning can better protect our agricultural heritage. Furthermore, the creation of interactive story maps could help promote the marketing of local farmers and create opportunities for residents to purchase locally grown produce. Sincerely, our township. So I move to accept this and put this as a resolution.
And I will second.
Vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
If you're not, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You came on a good night.
I know.
It's a warm night.
I came on the only night.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye, Nate. Thank you.
Okay. Is Marisol here?
No, her representative's
Oh,
right back there.
You are not Marisol, but
Yeah.
we have a representative from Southeast Youth Baseball that would like to speak, I understand.
Yes, we're just here for basic permission for the fields.
Uh-huh.
To get compliant with those.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you an officer of the club?
Yes, I'm on board.
Okay.
Okay.
So she could sign,
Yes.
because she's an officer. Okay. Marisol sent all the documentation over to Nancy, so Nancy checked her email, because she sent over everything late in
Okay.
the afternoon. She couldn't come because she's not feeling well, so.
Right. So we just do this every year. We have to make a motion to approve using that. And I think in the last few years, it's gone very well. I mean, we do ask that the baseball teams are respectful of the grass and we're not tearing up the land. We're trying to add more parking to help with that. But, and I think we also ask, like the contract states, for a portion of the porta-johns and the
Half of the
dumpster,
yeah.
half of that as well.
Nancy's getting the quotes for those.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
She has a call out.
But I would like to continue that alliance. I think it's going very well, and I know everyone in town loves to see baseball back in Deerfield. So I would make a motion that we continue that same contract with those same terms with the Southeast Youth Baseball for 2026.
And I'll second.
Oh, well, yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
Please reach out if there's anything you guys need or any kind of questions. We're here to support it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You can just let Marisol know when she feels better.
Okay.
She can stop in Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 1 to 5. Nancy's in. She has Nancy's email,
Okay.
and Nancy's already got the contract. And the documentation was sent to her email, so she'll get it all printed out.
Okay. She had asked if I could sign for her, is that okay, or do you want her to just stop in and do it?
Do you want to get the contract?
Do it, Bill.
Do you want her to, do you need to go?
I don't know, I'm crying and.
Yeah, I know.
But I can wait.
Okay, you want to get the contract, and she can go ahead and sign it. She's an officer, so she can sign. Okay.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
Marisol came like 9 months pregnant before. You guys are always coming with babies and.
Yeah, I coached last year, 8 months pregnant.
Okay.
So he's 6 months old. Thank you guys.
Making the baseball teams bigger.
You can just follow Nancy in the office. She'll take care of you.
Great,
Thank you.
And then just doing a little backtracking, we usually do communications first, but I know so many people had places to be, so Todd had to go back to a meeting in Streetsboro. So back to communications. I will start with you, Tracy. Do you have any communications that you want to share?
You guys got the one about the health department, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we have that. And basically, that's it for me right now.
The health district meeting. Yeah, I'll be in attendance because I know these guys will be at work. So that's always a good meeting to find out a lot about some of the Portage County programs that they have to assist residents. And so I'll see what I can bring back from there. And then I think I gave you my millage thing from, you're supposed to give it back, but that's okay.
I was going to say, fine, give it back.
Okay. I got a certificate asking about our exact mileage for Portage County's maps. And we just have to confirm that and sign that and get that back. There it is. Okay. And we have,
Check the Tim, that is correct.
that is correct. So exactly 16.267 miles. So 67. So I'm going to go ahead and sign this. And we'll pass that around, and then I can just email it back to them. That's probably the fastest way to get that back to them. Let you sign that.
Can I have that for a copy and I'll give it back?
Sure. Perfect, okay. Vaughn, any communications?
Yes, I got a letter here from the state fire marshals. I don't know if you got the answer on the grant. This is for the 2026 Marks Grant application. The Ohio Department of Commerce, Division of State Fire Marshals would like to thank you for your recent applying for the 2026 Mark Grant. The SFM received applications for more than 12,178,000 and from 511 applicants. A need that is far greater than the funding available, $4 million. After carefully reviewing all applications, we regret to inform you that your funds were exhausted before requests could be filled. However, interest in applying for Mark's Grant exhibits follows for the program. State Fire Marshal looks forward to working with you next year. So,
Bummer.
Yeah, we unfortunately have,
yeah, everything.
Thanks for trying. You don't win anything if you don't try.
Yep.
That's right.
Do you have any better news?
No, I didn't.
Do you have any communications?
I do not.
Just a quick communication, just to fill in everybody in on what we've all been kind of up to. All four of us went to a conference this past week at Columbus, the OTA conference. A lot of educational classes. I have printouts for both of you. We divided and conquered this year so we could learn as much as we possibly could. I learned about how to get our webpage up to compliance because in 2027 they're going to have some new rules that we have to accommodate for the blind, which it's a website, but they have to be able to use text readers and all of these things, and the fines can be big, so we want to make sure we're compliant. I learned and signed us up for an Amazon account.
Yes.
So, which is awesome because we're getting net 45 or 60-day terms, 25% off, free shipping, all the things. And at the end of the class, they asked any questions. I said, yes, I am not leaving here until I have an account set up. So they actually sat down and helped me because we had the old business
Yes.
account. So how that works is I emailed everybody a link. Derek, you got a link, Tim got a link, you two got a link, and
I'll get mine after I cancel the other
yeah,
one.
so I got
Yes.
the directions because your email is associated with the old one. We have to get rid of that, then we'll add that in. So that, I think that's a big win for us. We should be able to order things that will be at a discount and have good terms with that too.
Sabrina's got to go to another meeting.
Do you want to talk?
So Sabrina, do you have any county updates for us before you take off?
No, we
I
are
thought you
just
were in it for the
trying
long haul
to balance
today.
our budget. This is the first year that, the ARPA money's gone, so it's back to reality. And so we have a projected shortfall for, our budget this year. So what we decided to do, we have until April 1st every year to finalize our budget. So we decided to wait till April 1st until the first half of taxes, real estate, property taxes, everything comes in to have a better understanding. And then we will be going to the elected officials and our departments and seeing what we can trim to try to balance our budget. So, but as far as everything, considering like the townships, the big button hot button right now for us is data centers. I don't know if you've had any interest out this way yet, but some of our townships have actually had data centers coming in. And, the big concern is the amount of electric they use, the amount of water, but they're coming up with solutions to work around that, and that they can self-power through like natural gas and other forms of energy, which then takes power off the grid, or adds more power to the grid, so it's actually a positive thing. The water is a concern, and now they have a loop system where they can recycle water. But some of the bad things is they found that people that live around the data centers, there tends to be more cancer around those. Pollution in the air and into the water, if it drains out, especially like townships that mainly have wells, not necessarily infrastructure from the county. And so that's a real hot button. And of course, property taxes. We've talked about property taxes until we're blue in the face, but the reality is I've lost many nights of good sleep worrying about, well, if this goes away, that goes away. And then, it just dawned on me, if it goes away for us, it goes away for everyone in the state. So, and I'm sure Heidi knows. So it's a bigger problem than Portage County. And so we're all in it together, and, we'll find a way to figure it out. We'll be looking for, folks at the General Assembly and seeing what we can do if it truly gets abolished. Everyone's hoping that it doesn't quite get abolished, but yet we reduce it because obviously, especially a lot of mature people here tonight, you work hard, you pay your house off so you can retire, and then we've got this big tax problem. But the legislature has passed about 5 good pieces of tax reform that is going to impact us, and especially as soon as second half taxes, I think, Heidi. And so that's good. We're going in the right direction. Now, whether we can eliminate it all, I think we need to do a better job educating what truly that means, other than, you know, you pay, let's say $4,000 a year, you're gonna have $4,000, because it comes at a cost. And so I know the County Commissioners Association is working on a toolkit. So I'm not necessarily against doing away with taxes, but yet I also understand the, you know, the compromise that comes with it, and the, you know, the sacrifices that would have to come. And so we're preparing to get a toolkit so we can come around to the meetings and basically have one message across pretty much the state of Ohio, and come to the townships and stuff, just so everyone understands. And you know, I feel bad for the townships, because you really don't have a good way to make up lost revenues. I mean, and especially if you don't have like a JED or any hopes of a JED, it really, I mean,
It's scary.
it's scary. And I just went to the Township Association conference, and I saw your whole team up here. And, you know, that's one thing, I did sit in on that to see what impacts, or if there was anything educational that I could, you know, learn from it. Because at the county level, we're concerned about everyone in the county, not just a city or a village or a township. You know, we care about everyone here, and we want to make sure that everyone's taken care of. But, you know, that may come with some mergers and, you know, a lot of other things. But we don't know what we don't know, so, you know, we'll just keep educating ourselves and educating the constituents, so that, you know, everyone understands what exactly that truly means when you say abolish all taxes. Because, you know, no one likes to pay taxes. I don't like to pay taxes. But I also know our entire government is funded on taxes. You know, it's interest income, it's sales tax, it's permissive use tax. So you think about just yanking the rug out from all of that, you know, what kind of a large impact it would have. So that's about it. And unless anyone has any questions for me, that's what we're working on. And you know, we're always looking for things to improve the county and stuff. And I'm very glad to hear about the preservation of the farms, because we often get that question to us, because, you know, kids don't want to farm today. I just had lunch with a huge farmer here in the county. But, you know, he happens to be a wealthier farmer. He can go out and buy land, but the problem is, and I was talking to Nick Kennedy, a lot of the farmers lease land, and it's not a lot of money, but as the older generations are passing along, their kids don't want to farm, and they want the money, and they are selling it to parks and housing developments and stuff. So that is definitely one way to definitely preserve the farmland. Because I said to my farmer friend today, I said, well, what the heck are we going to do for food? And he said, it'll come from overseas at a premium. He said, China's all over it to get stuff imported here. And I really don't want to see that either. And I love the parks too, don't get me wrong, I'm not against the parks, but we've got to find a careful balance, you know, and especially with farm, you know, because it provides all the food, and it's like, I like to eat. And I'm like, where do these younger generations think they're going to get their food from? Walmart? Giant Eagle? I mean, it has to come from somewhere, right? So, but anyways, that's all I have to say. Unless anyone has any questions, I'm always open for questions.
I missed your name.
I'm Portage County Commissioner Sabrina Christian Bennett. I've been out here before, and I've seen you here.
Yeah, I just missed that somewhere along the
Yeah,
line.
no, that's okay.
Thank you.
That's okay. But thank you. I have to take off. I'm on the Habitat board, and they have no heat, so they switched us to a virtual meeting. So I got to go log in. But thank you, everyone.
Sorry to see you, Sabrina. Thank you for coming. And we also have Representative Workman with us today, who I know has been really working hard for us.
Yes, tax reform.
I'm going to be very quick because Sabrina did such a good job with the segue for all the information I want to share related to property taxes. So what we have right now at the state level, like she mentioned, is about 5 bills that we've passed that will kick in the second half of this year. That means you'll start seeing reductions in June or July on your property tax bill. What we've done is we've capped your property taxes to the rate of inflation. So if your property is worth 50% higher than it was, it's going to be limited to inflation. So that's going to come down, which means your property taxes will come down as well. There's one thing, and there were 4 other really important bills too. One additional thing that I think everybody needs to know but is not aware of The House is also on the Senate side pursuing Senate Bill 983. This bill would pick up all school funding, including all the bond debt. So that's a massive amount of responsibility and debt that the schools have across the state of Ohio. We're talking a massive amount of money. This bill is moving right now through the Senate. And truly, if we can get this passed, you'll see an immediate reduction of 70–75% in your property taxes. Everywhere I go, and I don't know how well this will be received. Already the schools are pushing back, saying, no, we don't want you to move this bill forward, because they say they lose local authority. So there's a battle to be waged, a debate to be had, but at least we're talking in the right direction. Everywhere I go, people say that the schools are the problem. 70–75% of our taxes go directly to schools. We need to solve the school funding issue. There's no doubt about that. So watch Senate Bill 93. That's the solution I'm all about. I think that that needs to be taken off of our property taxpayers, so that they only are paying for local services. So just wanted to give you that update to kind of piggyback off of what Sabrina was saying. If anybody has any questions while I'm here, I'm happy to take them too. But I came in at the last minute. I told the girls I didn't think I was going to be able to come, but I was coming through at the right time. So
We're always happy to have you.
Yes.
Come anytime.
Thanks for letting me.
We took a lot of, I took like 3 sessions of different property tax things.
Yes.
And
so
nobody seemed to
complicated.
have answers on either side.
It's so complicated.
Yes.
Truly, I think the only solution that we need at the local level for our schools and for our taxpayers is the state to pick up, fully fund the schools entirely. Take that off of our local taxpayers.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I will be happy to discuss that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Oh, I'll put that on the agenda. Let me keep in order here. All right. And then back to communications, we'll just finish that up. Also, went to the Ohio Fire Chiefs Association Emergency Response class, which was awesome. I've got lots of stuff I'd love to share with you. And another fire department class that was taught by Attorney Greg Beck, who's helped us before with things, which was awesome, just about some laws and regulations. But I have a copy of each of you of just some of the notes that I took, and I'm sure you guys have some to share too. Any other communications? Do you guys want to say anything about the OTA conference or any other communications?
No, just I took some historical cemetery classes, a legislative update, employment law, and every class I could take on property taxes.
And we all got to listen to Governor DeWine speak
Yes.
a lot about the property taxes, which was really enlightening.
It seems to be the hot topic of everything.
I also attended some classes on road maintenance, ditch maintenance, also some mandatory stuff for new trustee, some legal stuff for trustee on my final day. I varied from our thing a little bit. And then I got some free banners, safety banners that we'll hopefully be putting up in the circle this summer. Watch out for motorcycles, put the phone down, different things like that. They were all free. All we had to do is sign up for them. So
Did you get one that says "Watch out for monuments"?
yeah. So we'll be looking for that this summer.
Any other communications? No. I see we have no one signed up for public commentary, so we'll go on to road department. And I know Tim emailed us some notes. You want to read those for us?
Road department, road salts were approved for additional 45 tons, which is $50 per ton, with a total of $2,250. Would like to approve to pay for the salt since inventory has dropped. With this shortage, we cannot add any additional units with the new contract until the new contract comes out in April. So we'll have to vote on that. Road grit for approval for up to 50 tons, $29.50 per ton, totaling $1,475. With the storage of road salt this season, the grit can be mixed in with the salt and will help the salt last longer. We would like to approve new plow cutting edges for cutting saver, estimated at $3,000, total for 2 plows. The ones we have will last this season, but will need to be replaced. Cemeteries, we've had 1 full burial since the last meeting. Buildings and grounds, the fire extinguishers have all been inspected, re-tagged for the current year, all done by Blasman Fire, and is the company that we use. The Lions Club is no longer accepting plastic donations as their collection program has been dissolved per Roger Mansfield. So we're
I
taking
was sad
down-
to hear that.
Yeah,
We've got a lot of
August.
benches from that. Do we know why they dissolved, or they're just taking a break, or it's permanent? We don't know.
I just got this here, so
Okay.
he'll be taken in that box that was at the garage. Seeking approval for a new heater for the regulator to gas well out here for the Township Town Hall. Over the cold spikes, we did lose furnace here at the Town Hall for a period of few hours. Me and Tim kept checking it throughout the day. But the heater malfunctioned and it froze up at the wellhead. And the heater's so old, it's the original heater that was put on there and it can't be fixed. So that's a cost of $600. We'll have to pay that also. So, how do you want to?
You want to start with the motion for the road salt?
Let's do, I make a motion that we approve $2,250 to buy road salt, 45 tons, $50 a ton.
I second.
I'll vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
And then the road grit?
The road grid, 50 tons at $29.50 per ton equals $1,475. I'll make a motion, we purchase that.
I'll second.
I'll vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
It's been a rough winter.
Yes, it has. And then the last one was for the plow cutting edges, metal that goes at the bottom of the plow, $3,000 for 2 plows.
Do we already have those installed and they just need replaced?
Yes, they wear out.
This is a really stupid question, so forgive me. Can they be sharpened?
They
Like with an
they can
angle
be
grinder
fixed to
or
a point. They
something?
can be fixed to a point, but then once they're past their point.
We're past that point?
It's beyond sharpening.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve ordering the new plow cutting edges and cutting edge savers at the cost of $3,000 for 2 plows.
I'll second.
So, yes.
Okay, Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
Yes.
Then we need the $600 heater.
Oh, yes. Most important one.
Yes.
I make a motion, we spend up to $600 to replace the heater at the oil well at the town hall.
I second.
I'll vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
Along with that, at our last meeting, we spoke about the electric bulletin board. Did Tim get you set up with that?
Yes.
Okay. And then keys, do you want to talk about keys?
Yes, we can talk a little bit about keys. I talked to the locksmith that has done the town hall since I believe it opened, from what he said, and he has not done any major changes in the keys since then, so it is definitely due. And there's a number of different ways we can, right now we're at a 3-level to where the first level of keys opens all the keys in the building, second level opens all but some, and then the third only opens a door or 2. I did also check about a possible keypad for here, just like the fire station has, that would help us with renting the hall. We could just give somebody a code for that day, and then the next day the code's gone and they can't get back in. But that's, he said $500 for each keypad setup, so it's pretty expensive. We're looking at rekeying all the locks would be $50 a lock. Oh, and then I checked for keypads for the inner locks, and they would be like 300. They're a little bit cheaper, but not much. That was the information I was able to get from him. He suggested maybe not going these doors and just blocking them and then just unlocking them from the inside. That would save,
Right.
from having to rekey those. I don't know if that one there has the key lock on the outside or not. I don't think it does. But
So I also did some shopping and got some really good deals on some keypad entries that can be controlled with Wi-Fi. So we could actually change that weekly or daily as needed. And I know I left them in the office and you had a chance to look at those. Are those usable?
I think they are.
Okay.
Definitely the one I looked at was really nice.
Okay. So I have a new shopping addiction to Ola. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but it's like an online auction thing. So I ended up buying a few of those just to see if they would work because I got a really good deal on them. And I know here shortly we're going to be moving offices around. So I also got mailboxes for our doors. On Amazon, they sold for about $30. Some of them were up to $65. So totally up to you guys, no pressure. But I did get some office supplies, the mailboxes, the door locks, all of that, and also some folders that I'll talk about here in a little bit. That was $126.15 for 4 mailboxes, 2 of the digital Wi-Fi door locks, and a couple of keys. So if you guys wanted to purchase those, that was the expense to me, and I'd just pay the taxes. It's fine.
I make a motion that we purchase the office supplies, door locks, mailbox and folders, mailboxes, and keys at $126.15.
It's kind of a bargain. I'll second.
I'll vote yes. And I think we should just,
Laura?
Yes.
Yes.
Vaughn?
yes,
And is that something we can do in-house?
I think so, yes. And I think we should put off rekeying the locks until we get our offices moved and figure out what we're
And
gonna
then
do
figure
and
out
see
what
if
we
this
can do.
works.
Yep.
So we'll
I will put that on next month's agenda, so we can just keep kind of following along with that,
okay.
and one thing at a time.
I just have one thing to bring up about property taxes. You can file a complaint against the valuation of your real property up until March 31st of this year. There is here's a form you can print out off the auditor's website that you can fill out and file with the county auditor. Now, you'll probably end up, if you have a legitimate complaint, you'll end up going to a hearing in front of a board at the auditor's office. You have to do your homework and you have to have real reasoning why your property is less valued than, you just can't go in and say, I'm really mad about this, I'm paying too much. That's not legitimate. You have to have reasons why you feel your property is less. It could be the property around you, it could be the damage to your home. You have to have legit reasons. But if anybody wants the form, I can have Nancy print them out. You can get them online. It's called Complaint Against Valuation of Real Property. And if you file before 31st, you probably won't get a hearing until June. But when I went in for my hearing, there were a lot of people in the hallway. And I know, Linda, you've done it. It's worth a shot if you feel you have a legitimate reasoning why you feel your property tax on your property is too high. But you have till 31st of March to get it in. So, okay.
I don't think we have anything else for road department. I just kind of moved us right into buildings and grounds. And then we kind of vaguely talked about the moving of offices. I understand the only thing we need to do for the fire office is just move a couple of filing cabinets. Is that good?
Yes.
Can we have Tim do that when he's available to do that? And then we'll pick a day. We just have to figure out when it would all work for everybody.
I do have one more thing I forgot
Okay.
for road department. I'm glad you're here tonight. I was talking to Tim as we were plowing and he was showing me around and stuff. And we were talking, the question come up about what should he do if he has a call while he's working. I said I was totally fine, but I had to check with these two that if it's a fire, structure fire in Deerfield, that he should go and help if he is able. Obviously, if he's in the middle of asphalting or in the middle of digging
Or
graves, he
burial.
can't burial.
Right.
But if there's a way he can help,
Absolutely.
I would think it would be very wise for that. I have respect enough for him that he's not gonna waste time and dilly-dally. I said, even if it was an emergency, you know, CPR to progress, if you need to drive the squad, you know, do what you gotta do to get what
Yeah,
needs
it's
done.
scenario based.
And so, yeah, and so then I told him I would discuss with you maybe having a radio in his, shop or something that he
We're
could,
working on radio.
yeah, he could let whoever's on duty know if he's available or not, so that they would know. So that's something, I don't know if you guys would agree with me on that, but I think with such short-staffed, and if he's around, and he's pretty level-headed. and,
If
you know,
somebody's
they-
house or barn is on fire, that's priority one.
Yeah, you know,
People-
he said he would get
people
back as soon
property
as
first.
possible, but.
We would just have to be careful that we're not paying him township wages to do that. We'd have to make sure that the books aren't crossed. So is that an issue for payroll?
No, because he has a calendar, so what he would do is he would just say that I worked here from, 4 hours here, and then Derek takes over on the fire department part.
And then we would allow him to either use comp time or just make up the time or see, yeah, I'm fine. I would make a motion that we allow him to do that.
I'll second.
Thank you. Yes,
If my,
Vaughn?
Yes.
Vaughn?
yes,
Tiffany?
yes, if my house was burning, I would appreciate that.
yeah, that's it.
Back to buildings and grounds. This is kind of a road department kind of buildings and grounds. The Cemetery Association had a meeting and agreed to pay for gravel for our Deerfield Cemetery at $6,000 and change. And we would provide the labor, the driving of the gravel, the spreading and all of that. So,
Yes.
thank you to the Cemetery Association for doing that. That was a lot of money and it would be like almost our entire cemetery budget. So,
And I got the check.
you already got the check.
Today.
Perfect.
Vaughn, are the thank you cards in your box?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll have to grab one of those.
Yeah.
So thank you to the Cemetery Association, and I think the plan is, the goal to have it done before Memorial Day, so everything will look great for the parade and the services. Also, the Deerfield Historical Society has asked that they could loan us some items to hang in the town hall of some historical photos of the township, which we would much appreciate. I think everyone would like to see that. And, but they wanted to make sure that they are loaned and not donated. So they do belong to the Historical Society. They'd like to hang some in the lobby and possibly even in the hallways. So, I don't know if we need a motion for that. I don't think so, but just that, we would like to allow them to do that.
I would recommend they put a,
They are
label.
on the
property
back,
of-
loaned, loaned by.
They're gonna ID them.
ID them with like
Yes.
ID numbers and everything. You got the bulletin board, security quotes. We did get a quote from Dave Saltzman about doing some updates. I don't know if I have that or I have one here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you want to talk about
Sure.
that?
Okay, our cameras have not been repaired well, like forever. So this is what Mr. Saltzman said. I have a hard time reading.
Well, one of the things I can start off with was the fire department. Tim had mentioned putting a camera in the back where the ambulance is for the drugs. Can you weigh in on that?
It technically should catch that, so we should be okay.
So we don't need another camera, we're good? I know you were moving things around, so,
Once we get everything officially on, technically we evaluate it.
okay. So we can probably hold off on that one for now.
Okay, because this first one says I don't think that says 1 to 4
Oh.
CH.
Yeah, camera power supply. This is for the router, equipment and labor. This is for the town hall camera because these ones aren't working, so it needs a new power supply because cords were cut or broken. I don't know what happened. And then the internet cable to the router. So that would be a $395 repair that he had suggested. And then also, well, this was the fire station one. That was a $250 to add another camera, Derek. So let us know if that's just to protect the drugs. And then also, this one was for the
Maintenance building.
maintenance. The garage doesn't have any kind of internet. Can you confirm? I don't think they have any internet. That one would be $950 to run out to that, so that one was expensive. But I'll open that up to discussion of what we'd like to do with that. Suggestions?
Well, all of that stuff needs fixed.
It needs fixed, and also it was suggested by our insurance company because it hasn't been updated, and once we do update those things, we can let them know, and we get the underwriters to reevaluate our plan. I make a motion that we pay the $395 to update the town hall camera systems.
I second.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn? Yes.
I won't make a motion, I'll just say we'll table the fire station since they're still moving and shifting some things around there. And then the maintenance, or the garage building, that's $950. I believe that would come out of the road department, or does that come out of our regular funds? I'm not even sure.
That would, because it would be on his building, it would come out of the road department.
So, I mean, we have a lot of expensive equipment that really should be monitored. I'll make a motion that we pay the $950 to update the transmitter and receiver and set up that over at the garage.
And I vote. I second.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
And then Derek, just let us know when you get that finalized, if we need another camera, that's no problem.
I'll make sure. That's the copies, please.
Sure, thank you. Land banks.
Yes. We got word from the Portage County Land Bank asking to verify property. First property didn't even have an address. It is at the corner of Wagner and Hawthorne, I believe. All they got is a lot number, and it's less than an acre. I drove by it, there's nothing there, it's just trees. I don't know how it got missed, but it's not even big enough to build or do anything with. So I verified that no one lives there and there's nothing going on in that property. And the other one is a property at 1018 State Route 225. That's 225 south, across from the dump. And it's in an old abandoned shack. There is a house there. It's been abandoned for years. So I double checked to make sure there's nothing going on there, nobody living there. So the land bank is going after those for taxes. The one on 225, the taxes due is $48,000 on that. And the one down off of Wagner Road is $2,400. So they have to pay taxes there for quite a while. So I just verified that, sent that back off to the land bank. Did you get that?
Yes, thank you.
It's a lot easier to get them to pay attention to properties where the people are paying taxes. I also submitted in December the property across the post office for review, and I still have the property you gave me. That is on my radar. They said try next year. So we'll just, if somebody knows of a blight property that needs addressed, let us know. We make no promises, but we can try to get the land bank to move in there. So thank you, Vaughn. Anything else for buildings and grounds before we move on to the fire department?
I also been catching up to speed on the gazebo bandstand. So I do know where we're at with it. The insurance company has okayed $60,000. We've already spent $11,000 for the tear down and the architect. And now I got a hold of the architect, and it was rejected from the county and back to the architect, and he's got to make some adjustments, which he thinks will be fine. And he's going to get back with me. I think he just needed a little reminder that we're still working on this. So
Little nudge.
little nudge. So hopefully we'll know more next meeting.
Cemeteries.
What you got on cemeteries?
We have one full burial since our last meeting. One full.
Yeah, was it Tim's?
Yeah.
Fire department. You want me to start or you want to start?
I don't care what.
You start.
Okay. So we had 39 calls for January.
Derek, can you do me a favor? Because people can't hear you, please. Please. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Derek.
Thank you.
Yay, Derek, you can do it. The microphone's not on, just project your voice.
Now speaking to the mic.
All right, so we had 39 calls for January, 13 were fire related, and 26 were EMS calls. And with that being said, I don't think we had any significant fire activity, which is a good thing. And with all this cold weather, I'm not going to complain about any of that. I do have 2 applications, which you guys have in front of you. The one I do need back.
I guess there's 2.
There's 2.
Okay?
You should have the one for the Leo,
Yep.
and the other kid is here tonight. We have one for individual that I will deny this time, and I don't want to disclose anything about him in this meeting, but I'm a no on him. We do have another one, Mr. Brady DeLong, which is here tonight, so if you guys want to talk to him for a few minutes.
Do you want to just stand up, introduce yourself,
Oh, yeah.
tell us a little bit, come up to the podium,
There you go.
and just tell us a quick little bit about yourself.
Hi, so I'm Brett DeLong. I've been with Wyndham Fire Department for over a year now. I had just got my EMT basic. I've had my Fire 1 for a little over a year, and I'm just trying to make a firefighter my full-time career.
What brought you to Deerfield?
College did.
We'll try not to hold that against you. Just kidding. So do you have some time to give us?
I do.
Awesome, good. All right. Well, thank you. Basic firefighter 1.
You guys need to vote on that.
So I vote that we hire Mr. DeLong, am I saying that correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
On a 1-year probationary period, because that's how we hire everyone, and that's my motion.
And I second.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn, yes.
Who else you got?
Just the other, that.
Yeah.
You want to read it? Tell, if they're not here, you want to tell us about them?
I just have his name. That's the one that I don't.
Oh, then no.
All right. So we're
Thank
good.
you.
We're good with that then?
Yeah, we're good with that.
We're good.
Yep.
All right, and I unfortunately have a resignation from Angel Doak, who has time restraints and work responsibilities. So I'll pass that around so you guys can keep that. I already put one in the file.
I will make a motion that we thank Angel Doak for her service and accept her resignation.
I vote yes.
You guys can keep that.
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, now the fun stuff. The engine is back. We're getting the generator fixed from the generator failing on the apparatus itself. Unfortunately, there's some disclosed payment issues that unexpected shipping costs, and they had to rewire the whole thing, unfortunately. So it bumped the bill up from, I think it was $8,000 or $8,500 to just a little bit over $10,000. Yeah, that's what I said. So once I get that in my email, I'll forward it to you guys.
Gotta have it, but that hurts.
It's big time. So, but hopefully we're done spending all kinds of money like that on the truck. But that's just so you're not blindsided when that comes through the table. So, as we move along, we're going to be ordering, or we need to order boots for the fire department for some members. About I think 8 or 9 pair we want to order, and we are getting a very good deal on for, I'm going to say the lot is about $1,100 to purchase the boots that we need to purchase, and that's, like I said, 8 or 9 boots right now. And the boots that we currently wear, you know, you can buy them for anywhere from $600 to $800 a piece. The boots I wear at my work are $875 a piece. So Todd found a good deal somewhere.
Thank you, Todd.
Absolutely. So
Do we need a motion on
that's
that?
up to you guys.
So I move that we allow the fire department to purchase the boots up to $1,200 for members who need them.
A second?
Yes.
Larura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn? Yes.
All right, as we move along, same deal. We need helmet fronts for some of our helmets. We have half of our helmets do not have fronts on them. And my personal opinion, that's a safety issue of entanglement. So I would like to purchase helmet fronts to not go over $800. So,
Okay. I make a motion that we purchase the helmet fronts
yes.
up to $800 for the fire department.
I'll second.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
Okay, now I do have a tricky question. So since you guys talked about the Amazon account,
Yeah.
once we get that set up, are we allowed to buy stuff off of there?
Yes.
Because we need 2 batteries for a thermal imaging camera.
Yes, we just have to finish, Tracy just has to cancel account, add an account, and you should have a
And then
link.
I'll be doing that tomorrow.
Okay.
I sent you a link, let me know if you have any trouble.
I just haven't had time to.
No, yep,
So, the batteries are roughly $130 a piece, and unfortunately we need 2 of them.
159.
Okay, 159, I'm sorry.
battery, I'm so sorry, batteries for what?
Batteries.
Through Amazon?
Yeah,
What are the batteries for?
the thermal imaging.
Oh, good, gotcha. I feel like we bought those not too long ago.
No, that was a batteries.
Just the new camera, but now we need
Now you need
batteries.
batteries.
So,
a new camera for the new engines.
okay, so you need 2 batteries at $159 each. I vote that we buy 2 batteries for the thermal camera at $159 each.
I second.
Yes.
Okay.
And, oh, you need to.
She's got to point on us and say roll call. She's catching up.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yep.
I lost it. I was busy writing.
We've been trained.
All right, everybody good with that? Like 4 more things. The last one, well, there's 2 more things that we need to unfortunately spend some money on. We're going to be able to be offered to go take a sonar class with our boat. And we would like to at least send 4 of our people to that. And unfortunately, it's a steep price per person. So it's about $500 a person is the last I was told. I don't know if that's going to go down, but if they get a certain amount of people or not, I have no idea. But regardless, we're a key player with the lake here. So I think that they can get one of us for free. So we're going to essentially send 5 people to this class. So they did have a date. The date got changed, and once we figure out the date, I would like to commit as soon as we could to say that we're going to have people take this class.
Can we utilize any FEMA money for that?
I'm going to ask the grant writer that question. I think we can.
I would think so, that's specialty training.
Yeah, I think we can technically. So I'm going to reach out to her and see what she says.
Is that through Portage Water Rescue?
Yes.
So it's through, where will you do your training at?
But it's going to be at the station and go out to public.
Okay.
So I make a motion that we send 4 people to the sonar class for $500 a piece, and hopefully we get one for free. And we would pay for that out of fire department funds if the FEMA grant did not cover it.
Second.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
All right. Last thing, money-wise, is I guess we need to call either White Refrigeration or Ravenna Heating and Cooling and have them look at the thermometers at the back station. I guess we're having some issues with that. So whoever you guys want us to call, we'll call.
I don't have a preference. Ravenna Heating and Cooling is in Deerfield, they're local, can ask them, or White's is fine with me either way.
That's fine. Ravenna was just out working on the furnace at the old town hall.
Okay.
So.
How do you want to go about, I mean, if it's broken, we need to fix it.
Correct.
So is that okay?
Who did the motion?
I make a motion that we call White's or Ravenna Heating and Cooling to have a look at the thermostat at the fire station, and we pay up to I don't know, what do you think?
I have no idea.
Kenny said there's a boiler in the back. He
Okay.
said he thinks the thermostat shot outside.
Up to 500.
Up to $500?
It's up to you.
That's my motion.
Second?
I vote yes.
If it's more than that, we can have a special
Yes.
meeting or whatever you need. Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
All right. As we move along, the Easter breakfast, the Santa, or not the Santa, the Easter breakfast with the Easter Bunny is going to, we're shaping up, and I hope that we have a good turnout for that. And we're discussing of having some type of Christmas function with Santa Claus. And we don't know what we're going to do yet, but we talked about taking pictures maybe with the fire truck and Santa, and I guess we have a button maker that we could probably make some buttons, but we're in the infancy stage of talking about that right now. So that's probably going to happen around Christmas time. So the only other stuff is we're slowly working on revamping our SOGs, implementing some guidelines for how we function around the station. Those are not ready to be pushed out yet, but once they're ready to be pushed out, we will push them out. And we're going to be implementing some training requirements for some of these newer people in regards to the requirements I think they need to have before they put, or either come in the door with no training, or if they come in the door, they need to get up to part of the training requirements that we're going to implement. I just have stuff hand wrote right now, but that's just coming down the pike.
Okay.
So that's all I have, unless somebody has some questions or thoughts or concerns.
I have fire department stuff. This is super exciting. So you asked for hygiene kits.
Yes.
I asked the community for donations. And I got something for you guys to all haul back to the station for you. So let me start off. These are all for men kits, and just to show everyone, and just some odds and ends that someone might come in handy. And then these are the extra items. We don't need any more toothbrushes. Everybody's gonna have the cleanest teeth. No more dental problems in Deerfield. I do have kids kits that I'm working on. I do have an ask from the community. I need 3 throw blankets, small throw blankets, and I also need 9 bottles of like kids body wash and kids shampoo. If anybody could help out with that, we can finish those kits up. But I just want to thank everybody who helped. For helping collect in the fire station, and I'm really happy to get these out of my dining room and over to the fire station. So if you guys can take these with you tonight, that would be awesome. And if anybody has those donations, drive through at 14 fire station, or you can just meet with me and give them to me. But that's all I need. So thank you to everyone who's already given. We have some really generous people.
Absolutely. And it's a trying time for, obviously when someone's house burns and that little stuff, it's not much, but it gets them through and helps them get their feet from themselves again. So
When you ask for help in Deerfield, our residents are so helpful. So thank you. Yeah. All right.
I have one thing.
What you got?
I have one. Go ahead.
Did you give any thought to and ideas for backup heat for the station if the oil
Tim and I were talking, just probably unfortunately getting another tank set and running another line to it. That's the end result that probably needs to happen.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of adding electric heaters to the ambulance side bay and the.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then that way, that would be the short-term fix,
Right.
possibly, $300 to $500 for electric heater.
Hold off on that long, 'cause if something happens.
Well, hopefully we're over this hump too with the cold, and we can hopefully get something in place over the summer months and the fall weather.
Well, one of the problems was the Friends Church was having issues too. They also had a heater go out. So then everybody was off of the same well.
Okay.
And so when that happens, when it's so cold and using so much, it clicks out. But evidently we didn't have a problem, so that was good. But,
Yeah,
well, I mean, for future, yes, propane's probably gonna have to be the way to go. But I was thinking of something for just
Oh, absolutely, short
minor,
term, yeah.
quick terms.
If something happens, Vaughn, you call me, I can get heat, I can get air, I can do whatever you need, all you have to do is call.
That's the gentleman back there.
Taggart. The board recognizes Taggart Little.
If we could get, what about, for a backup heat, what about a waste oil heater? Where I work, we have a lot, we got a garage there, we do a lot of oil changes. I don't know if that's something,
We could look
if
into
we get a
it.
refueled, waste oil like that.
We can look into it for sure, see what it costs. Absolutely.
I heard you're the savior to everyone's heating problems this winter.
Oh, no.
Like waste oil?
Waste oil.
Waste oil.
Waste oil heaters.
Okay, I was just,
No,
hopefully we're over the.
I'm sure somebody's been wrong.
This weather is ridiculous.
Very, very rough. Just one other thing, you heard Mr. Sutcliffe talk about the Marks grant. Unfortunately, we got denied this year. We have to pay a subscription fee to use our Marks radios on an annual basis. In my personal opinion, it's a money grab for the state, but I'm not a big radio person. However, we need to start upgrading our radios. We're short on radios for starters. You can buy a knockoff Marks radio. My work did that. It didn't work out very well, so we're buying Motorola radios, and it costs about $6,500 a piece just for one radio to have it programmed out the board ready to go so that we can operate it. So, unfortunately, this stuff's expensive, and the state's pushing pretty hard that everybody gets onto the Marks program, but there's no financial help there to make that happen. So, we're gonna see what we can do, and just the cost of that alone is ridiculous, in my personal opinion. But
Well, maybe we can take some of these new boots you're buying
yeah,
and pass them around and see if we can get some donations.
do you have any questions?
No.
Does anybody out there have any questions or thoughts or concerns?
Thank you.
Thanks, Derek.
Thank you. Anybody have anything else for the fire department today?
We just did our, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Ohio Fire Academy came up.
You got to
Todd.
Come on, Todd.
Come on, Todd. Come on, Todd. You can do it.
The Ohio Fire Academy came up and dropped the trailer off, that's what that big trailer was. We had about 17 people take part in the driving simulator. They'll be back next month for the burn trailer, so if you go by, that's cool.
Yeah, we're opening up that to other departments. The other one, we felt, quote unquote, just our people, so that was a good gesture.
Awesome.
That's such good work. We're going to forgive you for not standing up.
Perfect.
Thank you. This one.
Do we have any grain dryer training coming up?
We have, I actually have a PowerPoint on that. I used to teach, but we could probably incorporate that when we do our grain training with safety.
Okay.
So that's not a fun fire to deal with.
No, it's not.
Deerfield Farms was always wanting to help.
I've been in contact with Deerfield Farms. As soon as the weather breaks, we're gonna take the station, we'll take a walkthrough and a few other things with them. So I've been talking with them. We're doing a CPR class with them over there also.
Good for I just want to take a moment to thank both of you for all the work you guys have done with the fire department. I know there was a lot to do, and there still is a lot to do, but I appreciate all of your above and beyond effort. Thank you. All right, anything else for the fire department? Going once, going twice. All right. Moving on to old business. At our organizational meeting, we approved a handbook pending the prosecutor office's approval. So I printed these out. We had 4 recommendations from the prosecutor's office, which I updated accordingly. It had to do with our weapon policy, one of the job descriptions. What were the other things? I can't remember. I got one for you.
Okay, that's your.
I got one for you. And just a couple things. So I went ahead and updated them, and just to show you to what was updated per their recommendations, that's the email. So we actually have a policy and procedure handbook now that has taken many hours of my life, but here it is. So I got some quotes today from Staples. In order to make these into a spiral-bound book and to make 10, it's like over $300, and I thought that was really ridiculous. So I have a proposal. I bought a whole bunch of these plain red folders on Ola for $4. I have like 50 of them. And I was wondering if instead I could order printer ink and paper and just make them ourselves if everybody thinks that this is an acceptable enough module here.
It's acceptable.
Okay, so I will make a motion that I can be reimbursed for printer ink and paper.
And I will second.
I say yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
So I have one for you and Nancy to share Town Hall. I have one for the fire department and for the garage, if you want to give that to Tim. And then can you give me a count of how many you need, and I'll print them all out?
We need 25.
25, and that's including,
Okay, I got it. One more.
no,
Oh,
I can,
it's all right. You can print no work. It won't cost you a dime.
is it color?
She does a nice job too.
Well, I did a
No,
nice job
I
too.
didn't mean it like that, I just meant, I saw her.
Yours is in black and white because I ran out of colored ink, but, so
Mine
then,
is too.
can you print us 30 of them then, so we can have one for Nancy and everybody?
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tom.
So,
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Alicia.
Yes, thank you, Wayne.
she was being what I call voluntold. But for all of our supervisors, Derek and Tim, this last page here, it's an acknowledgement that you've gotten it. We need every employee to sign that they've received a copy. Can you have that by the next meeting? Awesome. And then I figured we'll give everybody a paper copy, and then I'm going to have it put on our webpage. That way we can update it and keep it up to date. And then every year we'll just have everyone sign an acknowledgement that it's online. They can view it and look at it for updates. So if that's okay with everyone. Do I need to turn that into a motion? I don't think so, because we've already moved to do it, so. But there's, in here, there's job descriptions, there's forms for discipline, there's our credit card policy acknowledgement, which that was next on my old business, was our Huntington credit cards.
Good, now we can tell them we have it in place.
Yep, so here's that. This is a part of our book. It is a credit card use agreement for all who get a credit card. I'll give you two, one for Tim, Derek. We'll need everybody, if everybody can fill these out tonight, Nancy. If everybody can fill that out tonight, then we can all just sign them before we go home and give those to Tracy and be done with it. That way you have the policy to use the card. For Amazon, we will not need a card, Derek. We have an account with them with an account limit, so there's that. Okay, we talked about the policy and procedure book, the credit cards. We already talked about the Amazon account. Ohio plan renewal. Lori Manning will be joining us next meeting to just go over our insurance, answer questions, and she'll be here to help with whatever we need. She just wants to update us on the new policy. IT company updates.
We have a IT guy coming out Friday, and we'll discuss any issues.
1 o'clock. You have that on the calendar, right, Nancy? Computer guy. 1
Did we
o'clock.
hire him?
Yes,
Okay, but what I-
yeah.
Okay, because it's for that cyber. I took that cyber class, and that's what we need, is that IT guy to help with the cyber.
We haven't paid him anything yet.
Yeah.
No, I did not
Okay.
take that, but
But I
that's
got
on
the
my list
info.
to take afterwards.
Well, I got the info that we
Okay.
can, they give it to us to give to him.
Perfect.
And if he has any problems, there's a grant out there where they'll come in and walk him through getting us set up with the, because you need an IT guy to set us up with the cyber.
Yeah.
So I've got all that info, I'll get you a
Perfect.
copy of it and leave it in your mailbox.
We voted to have them come out and give us quotes because they're a company that some of the other townships were using, so it kind of made sense.
Palmyra uses them.
Yeah. So they'll be coming out Friday, more to come. When we do that, could we please have him see about us all being able to hook up to the printer, if we can, to print and do that? Okay. And then OTA books, did we get those ordered, Tracy?
Yes.
Perfect, so they should
We
be on
haven't
their
got
way.
them yet, but
No, they should be coming.
Yes.
And then also under old business, the appropriation resolution. You. gave it to me.
I did.
Where did I
It
put
should be
it?
sitting right there.
It's on the
Maybe
bottom.
some-
It's right here, because I knew it was coming towards the end of the meeting. So we have an appropriation resolution, resolution number 26-4. Be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Deerfield Township, Portage County, Ohio, that to provide for the current expenses and other expenditures of said Board of Trustees during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026, the following accounts sums are hereby set aside and appropriated for the several purposes for which expenditures are to be made for and during said fiscal year as follows. General Fund, $298,752.18. Motor Vehicle License Tax, $14,023.11. Gasoline tax, $200,000. Road and Bridge, $155,000. Cemetery, $32,581. Fire District, $430,000. Road District, $4,849.50. Permissive MVL tax, $70,000. Debt service funds, $15,616.24. Capital project, is this really $2.13?
Yeah, because it's not supposed to be in there anymore, so we have to wipe it out, and how I'll wipe that out is anything that, like a paint for the town hall or something, and then we get rid of that count.
Okay.
That count shouldn't, it's been there forever, probably before Nancy. It's probably been there since Betty Jones, the $2.12 or 13 cents visit, yes. So it just needs to be wiped out because it's not really anything that we use, the account we don't use, so it's where I'm supposed to take it out. So
And the Internal Service Purpose Trust Fund of $463.07, total $1,221,287.23. That is my motion to accept this resolution.
I'll second.
Yes.
Laura? Yes. Tiffany?
Yes.
Yes.
This just has a place for your signature, is that?
That's all it needs. I
Okay.
just need you guys to accept make the motion for me to.
Perfect. That's all I have for old business. Any other old business before we move on to new business? Which we don't.
Yes, I do have a business. So Poly Electric, when they went in and did that with NOPEC, now I can turn this into NOPEC, and that's what I need to know. There was a $300 charge on there for electrical work, performed changing exit. It was something that had to be done for them when they did the lighting and stuff. So it was an extra charge onto the estimate that they gave us. So when we got the bill, it's right there, it's like $300. But the thing is, didn't you say there's 2 lights out front of the fire station that we were gonna look into with NOPEC?
There was, the security light out front of the station's out.
So is it like broke, or were we gonna get, because I remember you saying about a light or 2 lights when they were there.
Yeah. So I don't know what they were gonna do that, I mean, just gonna let them know.
Okay. So he was gonna contact Poly Electric?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we can just hold this off. I'll call Poly and hold the $300 off, so we'll see how Tim's gonna do those 2 front lights, if we're gonna use that NOPEC money for that.
Okay.
And then come back at
So
it with a motion.
you'll pay for everything but the $300?
Yeah, I already paid them for everything but the $300, and they're good with it. I mean, I told them I had to go back by the board, because it was a have-to thing. So, there was something that they came upon when they did it. So it wasn't on the estimate, so nobody did pay for that $300.
Do we need a motion to pay it?
Well,
What do you wanna do?
that's
Or
what
they're
we're
gonna
asking.
forgive
Are we
it?
gonna go with the lights, or do you wanna just go ahead and give them the $300? I'll turn it into NOPEC on that, and then go with the other lights.
What do you want to do, Vaughn?
Because we're gonna
Those
find out
lights.
from Tim if it's just a light bulb, or I thought we were gonna have Polly come in and,
I don't know what he was gonna do. He said he was gonna look at it, because I don't know if we wanna go with LED there, or it's a vapor light, mercury vapor light. I've changed the eye on it before.
so it's an older one? So NOPEC will pay for a brand new one going LED.
That's up to you guys.
What do you need?
Want that?
Sure.
So I could call Polly and have them come in.
Yeah, if there's
Do we
more money
want-
than that.
Yeah,
It would be lighter
Yeah.
yeah.
going LED.
So do we make a motion just to have them come in and whatever the estimate is, because NOPEC's the one that's gonna give us the money back.
That's fine with me. You want to make a motion?
Make a motion
Make a
to,
motion, we'll have Polly come out and replace the front light.
and use NOPEC money.
Use NOPEC money.
Okay.
And include the 330 that.
Can I second?
I'll vote yes.
Okay, Vaughn made the motion. Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
Just passing these around as we go. Okay. New business, if we have no more old business. Old Town Hall furnace. It froze up and we had to have some emergency repairs. I don't think we've seen the bill yet. So there was a part in the actual like condenser motor that was freezing. It wasn't just the pipes going out. So it was actually leaking into buckets into the Old Town Hall. So Jeff Chevron from Ravenna Heating and Cooling went and looked at it. He rerouted it into a bucket for now.
We have a hose coming down from the ceiling.
In the closet that has to be emptied every day. He would be happy to fix that for us appropriately when the weather breaks and he can actually route it outside. But I don't even know what that repair costs. I'd like to make a motion that we cover that bill for the emergency repair up to $300, and I don't even think it'll come close to that.
I'll second that.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Vaughn?
He spent like 3 hours working on it, and unfortunately, with it being in the ceiling, it doesn't even really matter kind of how warm they keep it, it's just freezing. He did make a suggestion about possibly putting it in the closet, but we'll have to look at that when the weather breaks.
He doesn't want to do
Hopefully,
it until it gets warm.
well, he can't, he physically
It's too
can't,
much.
because everything he said would be, yeah, he just can't, so, very good. And then also, we wanted to go back, is Denise, you're here. Do you have a copy of the 501(c) for the Civics Association? Because we couldn't find them listed as a not-for-profit. I sent you a few emails.
I got your emails, and yes, we did have a copy.
Can you provide us a copy just for our records?
We've never, ever had to give that for that before, and there's paperwork, is my understanding, that we fill out. If and when we choose to accept that check donation from them.
We had some citizens who thought that they would like to apply for that, bring that to our attention that the civics wasn't, and I looked it up and I couldn't find it. So that's why we're asking, just so we can verify that you're a not-for-profit with documented proof.
Okay, so somebody's saying that we're not
Well,
nonprofit?
correct, and actually when I
Okay.
went on the website, I couldn't find you to just do it
It's not
myself.
listed on
It's
the-
not listed with the state of Ohio. So we just do need a document.
Yeah, you've got a copy somewhere. We're 533 something or another.
So we just can't find it. I just tried to look it up myself so I could
Our
show them.
number's
I can't find it. So, just to give the benefit of the
So
doubt.
it's not NOPEC that's requesting it?
No, it's the township. We're asking for it. Because, according to NOPEC, it has to be a not-for-profit, and we just can't. But we're being questioned of if you are, so I just want documentation so I can prove it, that's all. So if you can just give me documentation, then, and in the future, we should probably ask everybody who's wanting not-for-profit money, just for verification, so, yeah,
No,
no.
it's not even a matter of us wanting it.
Okay.
I mean, it's not something we have to have. It's not something that, actually, truth be known about it, in the past, when we've gotten that money basically kind of has been recycled back to the township.
Right.
It's given to us for the purpose of putting on the Apple Butter Festival. Because that's part of the criteria, is it has to go to the nonprofit group that does an event for the township, for the community.
And we voted to give it to you, we just want the documentation on file.
Right.
If you could give that to Nancy, that'd be perfect, that's all we need.
Because if we get audited from
Okay,
NOPEC,
so you're not interested in my information, that's fine.
No, I'm agreeing with your information, I'm just asking for the documentation.
No, what I'm saying is in the past, we haven't needed that to put that on. So we don't even have a meeting until later this month to decide if we even want to accept that or not.
so what you're saying is you may not want to accept the money.
Possibly not.
Okay, just let us know.
And if you decide to accept the money, we'll
And I don't have a problem with people seeing that document. I'm just not sure why that all of a sudden now they want to see it. I mean, I've only been involved in this for about 3 years. And in those time, of course, that nobody's ever asked for it.
Yeah. Trust but verify, people are asking, I feel better having it on file, that way we can prove it, there's no question.
I mean, normally you look it up on the state website and get
But you're not-
information.
Sure why it's not there.
Yeah,
It's
You
not.
have to look into that.
If you can't find it, we'll call,
Right,
our investment guy and we'll
Yeah,
call
we got it.
because it's very easy just to pull up there, because when someone asked, I said, well, let me pull up the website and see, I couldn't find you, so that's why we're asking.
And the certificate's easy to get online because Marisol for the Southeast Baseball, they're a 501c, and they print it out and they give Nancy, well, they emailed it to her. So, I mean, you can.
We have a certificate.
Then it's no problem. Yeah, just-
If you have the certificate, then we'll
It's
just
no
get it
problem.
and she'll put it on file.
My wonder is why you're not able to find that online, because you have to have a certificate.
Right,
And that's
it could be an oversight, I don't know. But just, if you could let us know at the next meeting what you'd like to do, that's fine. We'd like to give it to the civics, that's what we voted to do, just trying to get our paperwork lined up.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, that's all I have for new business. Any other new business?
Yes. I found out they sent it to me again, this year, our classes are in the 18th, 19th, and 23 auditor's office in Columbus again. That's all weigh in and financials.
You want to go?
Yes, that gives me my hours.
Go.
Because
I make a motion, we sent Tracy, is that March 18th, 19th, and 20th to the local government officials conference for auditor for physical training.
Yes.
I second.
Yes.
All right,
Oh, Laura, Tiffany, or Laura.
Roll call, yes.
Tiffany.
yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Any other new business? The age-old question, do we need to have a second meeting this month?
I would say.
Tracy votes no.
Hold on, hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Fire
yes.
department's up.
Time out.
Are these able to be at the agreement?
We can amend it at any time.
Okay. I just have a handful of questions just on our end.
Yep.
It's nothing.
No, there's no rule or no policy that's in stone. And this is a brand-new book, so I imagine in the first year or two, we're probably gonna have a lot of changes.
So, well, first of all, we don't have let's say I get hurt tonight on a call. Do we have a packet? I have a sheet that I made that on our end we can fill out, but does the township have a packet?
For emergencies, absolutely not. And Alicia was gonna work on one because she said that the fire department needs the emergency contacts, but we also, the thing is, we're not here like you guys. If one of you guys got hurt, somebody could get in that filing cabinet where we actually have to come up here and get in the filing cabinet for the emergency contact. Is that what you're talking
No,
about?
I'm talking about if someone gets hurt.
Do we have a policy of what we
have a
do with that?
compensation packet to fill out. Like, there should be a packet.
Like first report of injury and all that.
Yeah, there was a sheet at the fire station.
I read all that stuff.
Nancy?
It used to be at the fire station, the fire chief always, somebody
Yes,
from the fire
like
station.
Timmy had to
filled
fill
it out.
his out, and then, yeah, with Sedgwick, we had them too.
You have to go, first
Yeah,
report of
that's who
injury and
goes.
then go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, let's just, why don't we get our heads here, but I also have another question that, let's say Todd goes out tonight and wrecks one of our vehicles. Do we set a dollar amount do we set a dollar amount where, okay, that's excessive amount, do we send him to go get a drug test?
That's a great question, and I know you and I talked about that in the past, but I don't think we've ever really put that in, etched that in stone. We need to, yes, Todd. The board recognizes Todd
So
Bardelli.
with that, you can do it two ways. If somebody is hurt, if they're hurt, then yes, they have to go immediately. Then if you set a value, they'll have to go.
Do you have a policy in mind that you'd like to bring forward?
Well, the sad thing is, you know, the stuff that we operate and function with, you know, it used to be back in the day, a minute number, like $500. Some places are upping it to $1,000. That doesn't mean anything in this day and age with money. So,
right.
You know, I think realistically, if anybody gets hurt or is in a wreck or whatever, I think they need to probably do a drug test just to protect the department and obviously the township.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, that's stuff we'll just have to get our heads together and get some stuff.
Because do you really want to send somebody for a drug test for a fender bender or driving off into a ditch?
So, at my work, if you get cited, you get hurt, obviously you die, you don't have to, but if you get cited, you have to get a drug test, and if you get hurt, you have to get, or you other person.
I think our shop is $5,000 damage.
Which that's.
Can we put some heads together
Yeah,
in
let's-
between meetings
yeah,
and make
yeah,
a
yeah.
policy for that? Yeah, and absolutely, if you guys find that we need to make additions, corrections to this policy, I am not an expert policy maker. I tried to learn from other policies and do the best I could. I'm open to changing it to serve us.
Yeah.
So please bring up suggestions.
I have two more questions, and I'll be quiet.
Okay.
So, I gotta find where it was. It was about the discipline.
Uh-huh.
So, there's no, let's say I am gonna suspend Tom tonight.
Okay.
Is it up, can I make a discretion if I want to suspend it for 3 days or 2 weeks?
So I did speak with the attorney about that. Officially, it is the trustee's final say of hiring and terminating, but you may discipline. That is the way I interpret it and understand it, so yes.
Okay. Okay.
If it gets to the point where we have litigation, if we get to the point where we're terminating, then it needs to be a board decision.
Right.
Yes, we want you to have autonomy to run the department.
All right, and then.
I do anyway, I'm speaking.
I do.
I always thought it should be up to the next trustees meeting, the suspension, you know.
But what if someone does something boneheaded in between?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
You can suspend them up to
Oh, I
the
see.
next
Yeah.
trustees meeting.
Yeah,
and
that's
talk
fine.
about it. I mean, that-
But, you know, we have to have a handbook.
Oh, I know, that's a start, that's all.
This is a start, and I will not be offended if anyone has suggestions or if we need to change it to suit us. I would appreciate hearing that, and we can do that as we go. The first page has a revision date, so we can constantly revise and have it acknowledged.
Okay, and my last question, like they have a disciplinary form in here, or
Mm-hmm.
do we use the one that we have at the station, or do you want us to use the one in the store?
So I added that so we had one,
Okay.
and that's not exclusively for the fire department, it's a general
Okay.
form. If you have another form you'd prefer to use, by all means, I have no issue with that.
Just as long as everything's documented.
Yeah.
And my end goal here soon, I'd like to have all of our documents, like our rental forms, our indigent forms, like all of these forms put on somewhere where we can all access them and print them and use them as needed. So I'm hoping within the next month or so to have that sorted out, but yeah, one thing at a time. We've had a lot to do, so. So no second meeting. I make a motion that our next meeting will be our regularly scheduled March meeting. And I make a motion that we adjourn our meeting and pay our bills.
A second.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Yes,
Vaughn?
that's all, folks.
We left them sitting in there on the desk.